It's Scott Garlis at Stansberry Research. I'm here at the 2019 Alliance Conference in Las Vegas. I am with Stephen Murphy and Javier Pena, retired DEA special agents and subjects of Netflix Narcos. They are also authors of Manhunters, How We Took Down Pablo Escobar. And that's coming out November 12th, if I'm correct.
It is, thank you.
Awesome. So a couple of questions for you guys. How scared were ordinary Colombian citizens during the worst of Escobar's war on the country?
You know what? They were very scared. They were leaving their own country because of the terrorism. The parents, we talked to a lot of people, would say, come back from school, you do not go out, there's no more shopping centers, you do not go. And like I said, to me, the worst was the car bombs, because he was placing them everywhere. Bogota, Colombia, shopping centers, bookstores, just targeting. He wanted to kill as many people, as many Colombians as he could.
Wow. It's a hard way to go through life.
It is. That's why, like I said, they were leaving their country. A lot of them left during that era.
You know, we do these presentations all around the world. We average about 75 shows per year. Almost every audience has at least one person from Colombia. Mm-hmm. And every time they come up and thank us for helping to get rid of the scourge that was in their country with Pablo Escobar and the Medellin cartel everywhere. Right.
They'll remember an incident where they had a cousin or something. They always have a memory of something bad that happened during the Escobar reign of terror.
That's really powerful.
Very powerful.
Wow. The next question, violence aside, what was the most impressive part of Escobar's operation?
Yeah, you know, for me, I think it's the fact, and it involves violence. You know, the violence was just a part of his organization and his lifestyle. But the fact that he was able to corner 80% of any market, you know, whether it's legitimate or illegitimate, the fact that he could corner 80% of the cocaine trafficking in the entire world. You know, now people say, well, if he had applied his business acumen to a legitimate business, he'd been just as wealthy. That's not true, because his business model was, I tell you to do something, if you don't do it, I kill you. And you know what? The word gets out. So it's not true that he could have applied that to a legitimate business.
You're probably motivated when that's...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because when he killed you, he didn't just kill you, he killed your entire family.
That's, wow, I mean, the organization too, just how massive it must have been.
It was just based on violence. The organization was just based on violence, and that's what he used to move his dope, you know.
The next question, do you think things could have gone differently if the Colombian government went after Escobar sooner?
You know what, that's a great question. They went after him, like I said, at the beginning. I was there, I got there in 1988. However, because of the violence, and they were trying to look for him, but you know, like I said, he was always, people were hiding him at the very beginning. They were hiding him. They were, like you said, if you'd come in to grab him, you know, people would, you know, usher him out the back door. You know, he'd be hiding in the mountains. I mean, it was tough. It was tough because, like you said, the violence. You know what? A lot of Colombian police arrested and killed a lot of sicarios. And when I say kill, these guys come out shooting. They're not, you know, most of them are not going to give up. So, like you said, it was just, I do not know what they could have done differently. They tried. They had a team of guys out there, but it was just, at the beginning he was too powerful. And I think we let him get that powerful where he was out of control.
And it was that extra help really, that's the push they needed. Or maybe they needed that little bit of extra help to start to get the momentum to go in their direction.
Well, you know, the Colombian police they were absolutely capable of taking down Pablo Escobar without our assistance. You know, there's nothing special about us getting involved with this, but what it did is it allowed us to attack his entire organization worldwide, because the information we were getting off the wiretaps down there, or the informants, we had an 800 number where people could call in. The United States was offering a $5 million reward for information that led to his capture or arrest. We were able to expand that information out worldwide to our DEA offices. DEA has the largest federal law enforcement footprint outside the United States of any United States law enforcement agency. We've got offices, 100 offices all around the world. So you had that capability of getting the intelligence out there, so it was actionable intelligence, so they could go take some type of enforcement action against that. And in turn, what we were doing is wearing down his organization. We were taking out his organizational members slowly but surely to where we got it down where it was just the day he was killed, it was him and one bodyguard.
Wow. And then lastly, were you happy with how Narcos came out?
I'll go first. Yeah, we were happy, and like I said, there's like we mentioned, there's artistic licenses that we know of. I mentioned my situation, about portraying me a little bit more on the corrupt side. Told you how that came about. And let me just say that we were promoted to the highest ranks of DEA in our career. We reached the highest presidential appointment in DEA. So I'm very happy the way it came out. The chronology is accurate of Narcos. Some of the stuff we did is not. It's called, artistic licenses.
And you know what? We honestly thought it was going to be a flop.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We really didn't think anybody wanted to see Narcos. And when it came out, I mean, it's one of the best action shows that's out there now. Is it factual? Not even half factual.
Yeah.
But we think they did a fantastic job. And the two actors, though, that played us, we think we're a whole lot better looking than they are. You know what I mean?
And if I can say, we're here because of Narcos. If Narcos wouldn't have been up there, we wouldn't be here.
Fair, very fair. And again, so you feel like the show does a good job of telling the story?
It does. It's like we told the audience today, as violent as the show is, it doesn't depict the real violence, because in reality it was so much worse. But you couldn't show that on a TV show. Nobody would watch it, or it would be XXX rated, and you'd have to go to a movie theater, not because of the sex, but because of the violence. So we think they did a good job capturing that. Like, I know a lot of people, my sister wouldn't watch it. When she saw the scene where they kidnapped the prostitute and then brutalized her, after that, my sister wouldn't watch Narcos anymore, because it was just something she's never seen before in her life. But it was a great way of depicting how brutal that those people really are.
Yep. And it's a lot worse than real life. A lot worse. So.
Wow. Guys, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it to be here with you.
Certainly. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates.